Splashy water slides.
Buckets and bull swish.
Zoom.
All right. So the other issue, right? Now, everybody gets to where we are in a different path and a different trajectory, right? But I want to know, like, in terms of basketball, when did you first start playing basketball, right? And where did you learn? Like, where did you develop or fine-tune the game that we see at the park today?
Um, I always wanted to do what Big Bro wanted to do.
Now, I heard you mention Big Bro, right? So I'm assuming that means you have like a brother. So when it comes down, did you guys play basketball competitively a lot? And again, he might see this, but who was better back in the day or today?
I would beat him today easily. He doesn't really play. I don't think he plays a huge amount. He actually still plays ice hockey a lot more, right?
Okay.
So, um, and I would say that I'm definitely better now. Growing up, I mean, he's 4 years older than me.
Okay. Okay.
So growing up, I'd say he was definitely better most of the time, a lot of the time, at least up until like high school, college level. But we never really played like that much together, so it's hard to know.
Yeah.
We do
Okay.
different things, you know.
You got to
Um,
stop being humble, Ari. Stand on it. You're better than him. I'll beat him, hands down.
no, I would beat him. I would beat him pretty easily right now. But
Yeah.
that's because he doesn't. I don't. He doesn't play nearly as much as I do. Like I said, he plays hockey mostly right now.
Yeah.
So he's commented on like on the couple occasions that we go and play something. He's like, I didn't realize Ari was like good at basketball like this. You know, sometimes. So
Yep.
I say that I'm competitive, but I'm also there to get exercise and play. And nobody's there that's bad enough where I'm like, I don't want to play with these people. You know. No, there's nobody. There's not many people that I like don't want to play with at
Okay.
Telly.
Yeah.
So
Right. But you mentioned there's no one that you don't want to play with, right? But again, is there anybody there that's a tough guard for you, right? At Tally Day,
and when you say tough guard, you mean someone who I have a hard time stopping?
hard time
Because
stopping.
there
Yeah.
are people I don't want to guard for other reasons. Um, as you said before though, like as I said before though, I'm competitive and I like a challenge, so I will often want to guard the better the better players.
Yeah.
And I
Yeah.
think especially like I think when people look at me, they don't look at me like, oh, good defender right there. And so they often put me on like, you know, whoever.
Yeah.
Um, I also play in a very specific manner, so I think a lot of people, I'm looking at positions and like looking where people are sitting, and I care about spacing and all that stuff. And I think a lot of people don't necessarily, think about that a lot.
Yeah.
So
But when you have the ball and a person cuts and you don't reward him or you miss him, I feel like that's one of the biggest sins in basketball. You know what I mean? Because like
yeah,
then you really got to make it. And how can you ever make it up for that person? And at our age, let me tell you, a cut takes energy. You can see the fuel bar go from full all the way down to E if you cut and don't get the ball.
yeah.
If the people mostly you're familiar with Tally Day are there, and you get to pick someone for your team, who are you picking to play with first?
Um, I actually like KC a lot.
Yes. Yeah.
So one thing that it's actually really funny because we both, I think he knows that I like playing off the ball a lot, and he hits me in the spots, right? And
Mhm.
also because he's just really good. So there's a lot of
Absolutely.
times where he can take over an offense, and then I'm just like, okay, I'll play defense, and it's fine. Um,
Excellent pick. And if I'm not mistaken, KC is going to be on our next episode. So a
oh,
good shout
nice.
out. Good shout out.
Yeah, I like playing basically. I like I said before, I'm kind of like a tweener basically when it comes to um pick up basketball. So like I'm not a point guard, but I'm also like not the center a lot of the time.
Yeah. Yeah.
So I like having a point guard basically,
Yeah.
and I also like having like a center, and then I can kind of do a lot of stuff in the middle. So
All right. So let me ask you this. Now, again, I don't even know this answer. Like usually I'm asking questions that I kind of already know, I have an inkling. But Ari, what do you do for a living, man?
I'm a chemist.
Chemist. Okay, okay. All right. So again, I don't even know how to answer this question if it's going to make any sense, right? But usually I like to find out whether what people do in their profession relates or translates from the basketball court or vice versa, right? Yeah.
I guess there's like a scientific. There can be sometimes a scientific component to basketball or
Yeah.
analytic component. I mean, that I would say that can be helpful, but
Okay. Okay. And again, you even mentioned already that you kind of look at the court a little bit different with spacing and all that kind of thing. I'm almost feeling jealous because I know I don't do that. That might come from that chemistry perspective of just looking at systems and where you kind of fit in. So great answer, man. Great answer.
yeah, I care a lot about. I mean, I don't know as much as I would love to, but I try to like learn a lot of the more complex stuff about basketball, and I'm just looking at positioning and movement. Actually, one thing that bothers me the most is like, you know,
All right, all right. Now, I'm going to go on to the next segment, right?
sure.
And actually, you won't be able to see what I'm doing right here, but I have this game. This is what I mentioned before. I have this segment called This or That, right? Now, you mentioned that you're a Phillies player, through and through, always
Mhm.
Phillies, Sixers,
Always
100%,
Phillies,
right? So
Sixers,
here's the
Eagles,
thing.
Flyers, Phillies. Yep.
So what I have, I got a list of players. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to call their name out. What you got to do is pick to me which of these two players you actually prefer, right? And then they'll go up against the next person and the next person, right? Um, so we'll sit back and find out what your preferences are from Philadelphia players between this list. I think I got about 15 people right here. All right. So
Okay.
the first two people I'm going to pick, right? Everybody on this list plays for the 76ers. JJ Riddick, who I just mentioned,
Oh
or
my God.
Kyle Korver. Okay. Robert Covington or Thaddeus Young. Andre Iguodala or Ben Simmons.
I hate Ben Simmons so much right now.
I should have put him first. I'm so sorry.
Ben Simmons, the basketball player. No, he's really frustrating. He would have
Yeah,
been, should have been LeBron. Like,
yeah. Yeah, I honestly I
uh,
think the game was like him too. I agree. Yep.
the dude, and in all honesty, if he had shot 60% from the line, he'd still be in the NBA right now. But
Honestly, I think it's more than that. If he just didn't make that pass, he would
yeah,
still be in NBA
the
today.
reason why he didn't do that though was he was shooting so badly from the line. He was afraid. He was afraid to go up with the basket. That's the
Yeah.
reason why.
Yeah. Yep.
So
I don't know if it's a rumor or not because I don't like fact check these things, but I saw on my social media feed that I guess Rich Paul, who's promoting LeBron, is trying to get people to look at and consider Ben Simmons coming back to Philadelphia 76ers. There's no way I think we would tolerate that. No way.
I don't think the Sixers would take a chance on him. I think there may be another team that would take a chance on him, um, given the right contract.
Yeah.
I
I
don't
mean,
know how his back. He had the back problems too. I mean, I don't know how he's. I don't know how physically he's holding up right now.
yeah, yeah. Physically or mentally, to be honest, but for what we hear from him. Now, you know what? I actually thought about adding Jaylen Brown, but we haven't seen him touch a basketball yet.
No, I mean the problem is I've hated Jaylen Brown for however long he's played in the NBA because he's a Celtic.
Yeah, yeah, that's going to be tough for you this year, huh?
No, I'm gonna get over it very quickly. He's a Sixer now,
Absolutely.
so it's fine.
Yeah. All right. So again, you're first and the first individual to do it for tally day, but the next slide is really what causes the shenanigans on this, and it is the tier list, right? Now, I started off, I put everybody in C tier except for myself. I haven't been there long enough, and my game is horrible. I think I belong in the D tier. Who are two names that you know and to recognize that you think should either be moved up? I guess it's possible. Or some names you'd like to move down.
Oh man, I can't move anyone down.
Hey, I don't want to be down there by myself. Hold on.
Maybe you should have put yourself down there then. You have been in there twice, by the way.
Yeah, I saw that. I saw that like minutes before we were to join the pod.
We'll put one Ben in A tier and one Ben in D tier. How about that?
I like that a lot. Let me see. All right. Any other moves, or you think you're good? Take the pressure off of you.
Yeah, I think it's good.
Okay. Okay. All right. This
Now
will be
what? You got to do two moves, right? Is that how
oh
that
no,
works?
no. You know what? I'm just the host. That allows me to
Oh,
not get beat up when I go to all these courts.
got it. Got it.
Buckets and bull swish.